Okay, this is my battle against Luneth Arceus for the O&M League semi-finals. I hope you like my new intro, by the way. Advertising our site, Sanansu. Everyone should check it out. I played with Zapdos, and I hope to get an early paralysis off against his Gengar with Discharge. I get lucky that Hypnosis misses, but I decided to stay in and take the second one anyway. Zapdos is my best sleep absorber, really. And now, I wasn't sure whether he might be Scarfed, which would mean he'd have to switch out as well. And I get completely blind lucky with this switch, as my Zapdos takes the Intimidate, and I get Weevil of all things in. And that's just perfect, as it allows me to sub up and basically just do what Weevil does best, and just destroy things. So I Night Slashed. I figured I'd just stall with it now and start hoping for it to critical hit. I figured it was going to try and Will-O-Wisp me now without a sub, which is why I subbed up again. And he does, and it means that I can get another Night Slash off easily, as he breaks my sub. But I know there's no point in trying to get another one up, because even if he Shadow Sneaks or whatever, it's not going to do very much to me. So I just Night Slash to finish him off, basically. And yeah, this is why Weevil's awesome. He sends out a Gengar, so I was quite sort of pondering whether it would have a Choice Scarf. Fortunately it doesn't, and I just get to nail it with Night Slash. Yeah, so now Weevil's already put me 6-4 up, which is nice. But unfortunately he's got no chance against this Infernape. So I switch out to my Slowbro to take the Flamethrower or Close Combat or whatever, and I get pretty lucky in that he goes to Steelix, as Slowbro just dominates it. Slowbro is awesome, by the way. Everyone should use one. Yeah, it can't do vast amounts to Umbreon though, so I go to him on top. He wishes, so I figured he was going to switch to get something in. I decided to just kind of close combat anyway. If he stays in, he'll die. If he switches, it doesn't make much difference because he's got the wish going anyway. Now Salamence, I was pretty sure it was physical, just from what I know of Luneth. So I go out to Slowbro because he's amazing and he can beat anything if he wanted. I want to keep him at full health though, since that did quite a lot, so I just slack off. Now there's a bit of a stall war here. Sorry, just as we're both kind of switching about, trying to outpredict each other. Neither of us do much damage for the next few turns. So yeah, I figure I'll bring Zapdos in, try and get some turns off my sleep counter. Then I make a good prediction, bringing my Slowbro in to his Salamence, but unfortunately I know he's just going to go straight back to Umbreon. Yeah, there we go. So I go to Tyranitar, which means that I can taunt him since I haven't seen any odd moves, any offensive moves on him. They're all just bat and pass and stuff like that. So I taunt and then lol 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 lol, you can't do anything. So yeah, that's why Tyranitar's funny. I just love the move Taunt against things like these, because now he's stuck. I was 50-50 between Crunch and Earthquake, but I figured Crunch hits both Infernape and Salamence, so why not give it a bash. I mean, Infernape's still taken almost 50% this turn, because it's defensively retarded, so that's pretty cool. My Zapdos is still asleep, but you know, he's just taking it. Infernape can't even scratch him. I went to hit him on top because I was expecting him to switch, but unfortunately he stays in. It doesn't really matter though, since he takes another 16% from that Flamethrower. I figure I'll fake out just to kind of force him out, and Salamence comes in, but I've got some damage on him, which is always nice. and it means it'll be easier for Slowbro to kill later on. Not that Slowbro needs any help, of course. He could kill Arceus if he wanted to. Electric Arceus even. Now I got Fortress in here just because I wanted to set up some toxic spikes to stop his Umbreon from being able to stall me forevermore. So I get one layer down. Now I can't really do anything to Infernape, and he's just gonna kind of flamethrower my ass. So I can't remember whether I go to Zapdos or Slowbro. I go to Slowbro, I was kind of thinking. And he nasty plots, which I was quite surprised at, being that I'm pretty sure he can only launch one attack regardless. So I go to Zapdos, who can survive anything Infernape throws at it. And then bam, take practically nothing from it, and Infernape goes down. So yeah, that's very nice. That's a large part of Luneth's current offense down. It should make it easier to stall. I know he brings out his Steelix. I was quite surprised he didn't bring this out earlier against my Weevil. So I wasn't sure what it was going to do. I really didn't want him to set up Stealth Rock though, so I went to Tyranitar to try and taunt him, to stop him like roaring through my team and stuff. And he exploded, so I thought he must have been quite desperate here. Tyranitar takes less than 50% from it because he's a monster. And Salamence comes in, so I go back to Slowbro. I wasn't sure if he might Fire Blast, expecting Fortress. But yeah, see, he can't break Slowbro at all. And now I know he's going to Umbreon. Yeah, Umbreon. So I went to Fortress, and he took me by surprise by staying in to keep it going. But since Fortress isn't really doing much this match, I figured I'd just let him take damage and set up another layer of toxic spikes. Just so that later that Umbreon's even more screwed than it already is. Just because now I can taunt it and let Toxic just kill it. Unfortunately I don't have Stealth Rock as well, or Explosion, otherwise I probably would have used them there, just for lols. And then Zapdos comes in, just to force him out because he's obviously choice banded. Now, I can't remember what I did here. I think I predicted, I can't remember how many pokes he's got left at this moment, by the way. He might have 6, he might have 2. I know he's got these 2, so I knew that was coming, so I went to Tyranitar, and then I really wasn't sure whether or not to taunt her, as in whether he'd just make a blind switch back to Salamence, and I really didn't want him to be able to wish pass to Salamence, because obviously they'll start this whole thing over again. And now again, I really had to pick between Taunt and Crunch. I was pretty sure Crunch would kill the Salamence. Unfortunately, I get it right, although he actually decided to stay in, which was quite surprising. But now I've taunted him, and basically it's kind of good game here, just because I can start Dragon Dancing up, just becoming stupidly powerful in the process, and he's got Jack All. Yeah, so basically Tyranitar just DDs up here and sweeps. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this match. I thought it was pretty good. I made some nice prediction here. And everyone go check out Sunansu.com. We've got some good stuff going on over there. We've got some gyms and everything. Yeah, and it's a fun forum that we're hoping to get going. Should be good. Everyone go check it out. Sunansu.com. Sunansu.com. I'll stop saying it now. Yeah, so he brings Salamence out, and Tyranitar just slaps a Crunch on him, and it's over. Good game, Luneth. Well played.